Yes, sir, ski. Yeah. I feel like this is one I can really freestyle. I know God is with me. God is with you too. It just takes the time for yourself. You just need to take time for yourself. This is a message for anybody going through something challenging, something they haven't really faced or overcome yet. Like, it could be like a hurdle. You know what I'm saying? Something you must overcome. This is for anybody going through something that they must overcome. You gotta get through it. You gotta grow through it to get to it, bro. God is never going to leave you in such isolation for no reason. You may feel like you're alone. This is the time that you must take for introspection. All right? Message to the youth. I remember being a shorty and having nothing figured out. Being on my own, drifting through the street, high, with a broken heart, not even knowing what's coming up next. You feel what I'm saying? Anybody really going through some shit, bro? So in this video, I just want to show you what is possible, bro, through buckling up, through going through what you're faced with. God is not going to give you more than you cannot handle. God is very real, and it's all a test. You are being tested to determine where you will end up in this thing called life. Are you going to tap in and give up and, conform to the modern ideology of things, conform to the modern way of thinking? Or are you going to be yourself, an individual, the person God made you to be? This is what it comes down to, bro. You got to choose yourself in this thing, because ultimately, God is never going to leave you. But people out here, we should not be putting our trust in man. It says in the Bible too, I am not a religious person. There's good things and there are heavily sugar-coated things in that Bible book. You feel me? Ultimately, this life is about choosing your adversities in the direction that you can envision yourself being in. Everything you see was first a thought. And if you cannot believe in what you think, if you cannot believe in what you're thinking, how can you expect this to come into fruition and manifest itself into your reality? Everything you see around you was first a thought. So our thoughts are impacting the physical realm. If thoughts impact the quantum, imagine what it's doing to your inward. You gotta think things into fruition. It's what you think that becomes reality. Before anything else, you have to choose yourself. Without you thinking about things, without you putting things into play, there is no action. There is no action. God can only instill in you. God has given you a spirit, a soul. It is on you to take this to the next level in the direction that you choose for yourself. Nobody else out here can be deciding what's best for you. They're not you. They don't wake up in your shoes and have to lace that shit up. I'm saying this shit because it's very important that you choose yourself. The engine of the world in its current state is being fueled off confusion, fear, anger, and distraction. When you choose yourself, you are setting yourself apart and giving yourself that opportunity of enlightenment, which is what this is all about, coming back into your spiritual awareness that all things are conspiring and working for your greater good, for you to grow as an individual, not to hold you back or hinder you in any way. This is all for your greater good, for you to expand on your compassion, how you accept things, tolerance, appreciation, gratitude, how you're able to love, the capacity in which you carry on a day-to-day basis. This is what this is about, growing as a spiritual individual. And I know growing up in the hood, it feels like a trap. That's why they call it a trap music. We're glorifying toxic culture, which was so crazy to me, bro. I had to really hit a wall for me to realize none of this shit surrounding me is working for me. None of this shit is working in my favor. It's like quicksand. A lot of you are trying to build a castle in quicksand, when really it takes an awareness that, that shit will sink. You know what I mean? Building a castle in quicksand, you may feel like it's not working out. It's because the people around you are so used to the toxic environment as well. They can't really help you out the way you need. The people around you are also of that environment. So therefore, you're not going to get the full awareness and introspection. You're not going to realize what you're truly in until you take a step away from it. It's like traveling, seeing a new country or some shit like that. You feel what I'm saying? They're gonna have different customs and ways of going about their day-to-day actions. It's the same thing of the toxic circuits that you're engaged in right now, bro. You just have to take a step away to realize what it truly is, and that you are not integrated unless you choose to be. That's what this is about. You choose the environment in which you grow. What you go through is what you will grow to. You grow through what you go through. You feel what I'm saying? But it takes the correct decisions. Life is a decision process. It's a feeling process. It's just not feeling correct. It takes some reflection to realize if it's worth pursuing or not. If it's in the direction that you have chose, see it through. See it through. There's some shit in there that you can gain from. That's not just going to be all bad. You get painful, you bust some muscles, you build up new ones. But it takes being in the direction that you set out on your compass. You gotta feel this shit out. If some shit don't feel right, bro, and it's a duration, it's over some time, it still don't feel right, then maybe it's time to put that thing down and switch your pivot foot. You feel what I'm saying? Maybe it's then time to weigh your options and see that there are different things that you can engage in, that you don't just have to give your all to one said thing that someone else had set out for you. You decide your own blueprint. They say don't put all your eggs in one basket. This is what this means, bro. I don't care what hood star it is at the current moment. At the current moment, I don't care what star is out there. You are the brightest one. You are the brightest star. Without you, there's no experiences. So you must start putting yourself first. Take a step away to reflect on what's working for you and what's not really, you know what I'm saying, uplifting you. It's about vibration, frequency. If you can attune your energy to what you are focusing on, what you want, as opposed to what you don't want to experience, things will begin to merge into your lane that will give you a boost. It's like Nas or some shit. Take it from somebody who's gone through so much stuff, different adversities, realizing that time alone may confuse people. You gotta put yourself first. And if people wanna call it arrogant, cocky, conceited, you know what I'm saying? It's because they haven't taken that leap of faith. Choosing yourself, God is within all things. It just takes the awareness and the acceptance to understand things are working for you and not against you. But where you place yourself has a great effect on how you grow, the time it takes for you to blossom and shit like that. Everything is like water and sunlight. You just have to get the right doses according to your timeline. It's your schedule, bruh. It's your schedule. Don't be on nobody else's schedule. Maybe you gotta quit your job and go away from that environment that you know is not helping your spirit grow. You can do anything. You can lose it all and get it back. What matters most is how you carry yourself, what you choose to believe in, where you decide to dispense your energy. You feel what I'm saying? It's best to ride the back seat until you see a stop that's suitable, instead of getting out at every stop thinking everything's for you. Cut out the bullshit. If you know it's distracting you, you're not getting, you don't have to be fitting in. You do not have to be fitting into shit out here. What you need to do is find the puzzle piece that's missing in your heart frequency. That is what will guide you to every checkpoint that's for you to experience. Whether it seems like some negative shit or some positive shit, as long as you're setting out in the right direction that you choose for yourself, things will work and conspire for you in your greater good. Things will work for you for your greater good. So if you're wasting your time with people that don't see who you can become, why are you training with these people? Are you even doing the right reps? Is it the correct weight? Do they care about what you're lifting? Spiritually, of course. This all counts. All of it counts. Everything can be fair because you are deciding how you carry out your days. that shit is pretty fair, bro, across the board, because you decide where your energy goes throughout your days. So message to the shorties is just prioritize your inner peace according to what is on your heart to experience. If you have a talent, ride it out. Don't give up on that because it's a blessing. When you have talents, ride it out. Ride it out, see it through, because talents are blessings. You gotta count your blessings. This is what will allow you the breakthrough to reach a new level and shit. Cut out the people pleasing. Keep a small circle of people in your, you know what I'm saying, network that will regenerate your energy, not just throw it out in the trash. If you're not getting energy back, that's not the right circle to share your information with or your energy with. If you're not getting out what you give in some form or another to use and translate this energy, these vibrations and frequencies should align with what you want. If not, move around. You're in the wrong room, and there's nothing wrong with being the dumbest in the room. Just pay attention. All right, thank you for watching. Stay tuned. Peace.